of heat ammo for Progetto. You don't really need so much gold ammo with Progetto because you get like 268 by default. If anything, you're probably gonna be shooting like standard ammo most of the times, right? Yeah. This is a tank like you wanna be like relocating with position and shit, so. I'm not sure you need like so much gold ammo for it, but it's all good. Okay, what is this like? Siegfried line. Alright. Is Progetto still good after the nerf? Yes, it is. Okay, this is standard mode. I usually like go in the city on this map to try to, you know, crossfire the tanks that go there. I suppose he's like doing the same thing right now. Unless he's going up the hill. The hill is like a bit too passive for that. If he's going up the hill, yeah. There's a main problem with the Progetto, I guess. Too passive. Since you're like asking what he should do. Okay, you're not going up the hill. This is like a really risky spot to take from if you want to go in the city. You either go from this side, you know, and just go straight in. Like you went all the way around the back. Went all the way around the back, now you're gonna go here. And enemy tanks have all the time to position themselves here and pretty much like smash you as you're going into the city, so I need to like stop taking these kind of, I don't know, risky drives. Okay, you either go to the hill and stay on the hill, or you just like straight drive into the city to try to get in the city as fast as possible. Because like this, you got the chance of like somebody being here and smashing you. Not good. This is a good spot. I always go here too. Try to get like crossfire, shoot left, right. Oh, yeah. It's like watches first person. This is pretty much a map where, you know, if you want to win, you kind of like have to wait and let the enemy team make the mistakes. It's really hard to push on this map. And you got a Sheridan coming at you. Oh, it's good he wasn't looking at you. In any case, like when he saw the Sheridan coming at you though, you should have like maybe like tried to turn your tank straight away. Cause there would have been like a big chance of the Sheridan having a derp gun and pop you in the butt. Or even in the side, and he's gonna shave 1k HP from you, so yeah, might wanna be a bit more careful with that. Like in this situation, I don't know if you had time to like watch if he has the big gun or not, so better safe than sorry. Okay. I guess one of the issues is like map awareness. Not really paying attention fully to the map. It's a good clip on the 50. When like before you left this position here, before you like try to spin around, you should like went in the bushes, you know, and take a peek to see if there's anybody around so you can like safely relocate. One thing I can tell you like from the start, you don't really like pay attention to the surroundings, you know? And when you decide to go somewhere, you don't really like analyze the risk, you know? Again, like you went here straight away. E50 could have been watching you, some other tanks from the corner could have been watching you. You could have like died just like, you know, making a spin here, so you definitely need to like analyze your minimap a little bit more and to just test the corners and shit like that before deciding to make a run from a position like this, you know, because like here you're pretty much like surrounded by enemies. Well, not from your side because you got your team, but you're kind of surrounded by enemies. That's very good peek against the Foch. Again, you're like very slow when like you shoot these tanks. You could have potentially killed this Foch. Let me go back. You could have potentially killed them without taking any damage. Yeah. One thing you should do with an autoloader, as soon as you shot, fall back instantly because the enemy is gonna try to shoot too. Okay? So as soon as you shot, You should fall back instantly. What do? You just stay and let him shoot, so. Shoot, fall back instantly, peek again, shoot again. Instead, you kind of like just stay kind of passive here and you let him like shoot you, so. Take damage for nothing, you know? I think maybe like survivability is not your strong point. You could have definitely killed this Foch without even taking any damage. Or, you know, let's go back again. When you went in, you could have easily shot the Foch in the tracks, you know, popped in fast, shot him in the tracks, so you can like even turn around anymore and kill them again without taking damage. So you gotta take care of your like. You gotta pay a bit more attention. You gotta be a bit more snappy with the shooting. Yeah. You have a tendency of like sloppiness when it comes to staying alive with your tank. Yeah. That's what it is. Right now it's good, like you can't really do much besides waiting for the enemy team to push in. Again, you gotta like work on their mistakes. How can one be snappy at shooting? Any tips how to do it? Exactly what I said, man. You peek, you shoot, fall back instantly, you know? Because most of the people, when you peek and shoot them, like in the time it took you to like aim a little bit, they probably aim too. And like if you shoot fast and fall back, you got a chance to dodge the shell. Or when you like peek and fall back, you know, after you shot, most of them will shoot because you're falling back and they're not gonna get the second chance again. So like either you fall back after you shoot and they missed the shot because, you know, you went back, or they missed the shot because they weren't fully aimed. So it's always good to like do that, especially with an autoloader. Don't just like stay and like, you know, let them shoot you while you finish your clip. Yeah. I don't care what kind of replays you got, like I'll analyze anything, it's no problem. No problemo. You're gonna be trying the sandbox today, orzanel? No, it's on the sandbox. Yeah, like at this point you probably should be relocating towards the 6 line. Because like you're kind of losing your base. This is not necessarily bad that you went in to like use the spots of your teammate. That's also good, you know. But maybe you should like try to relocate a bit like close to the M60. Try to support him. Yeah. Or avoid the new game mode. I thought it's a separate game. I didn't know it's a game within all the things. Weird. Thank you. Another thing you could like easily do now, unless you want to like go back to the base, is you could have pushed in like where the Yak Panzer is, going fast and like either kill their arties or like shoot the 60 in the back, because the IS-4 probably has the potential of spotting them, right? Because like the enemy team is pretty split up. There's got like 3 tanks in one spot and 2 in the other, so yeah. One thing you shouldn't do is just push here straight first, yeah, which is exactly what you did. Because all the tanks would be like close by, and you got arty too, so there you have it. You have a very big tendency of like not paying attention to the minimap and doing little mistakes that like cost your HP. So yeah, at this point you shouldn't be here anymore because you got nothing to do. You should like fall back and try to YOLO the STRV fast because he's alone there, as you can see. And maybe like try to defend from your hill. At this point you're kind of just losing time unless you're gonna clip a 60p. Okay, perfect. It's not bad too. Nice track shot there. 2D tracks, very good. There we go. Maybe fall back now and try to defend the base. Would AGLD help reduce time in between shots? Don't need AGLD. Vertical stabs and rotational vents. I think vents is enough, but if you think you need more, what he should do at this point is like reload and YOLO the STRV because he's alone, so yeah. That's exactly what he should do. You can stream it, by the way. I looked at it, that doesn't look nice. Heat, don't really like it. Yeah, you got spotted, you shouldn't run to the city. Like I said, you should just YOLO the STRV. Especially since you got the 215B in the side. You can pen from here, good if not. Okay, not bad. Progetto's alone. TVP is alone. Again, somebody should like go and like finish that Progetto. Not good. TVP is here. You could totally push him now because like he shot 3 times, 4 times. He should have pushed him like way earlier though. The moment you saw it, like he popped 2 shells. The moment you saw the TVP shooting twice, you should have already like been in him shooting him. Because you would have had plenty of time to like empty your shots and then run away before he reloads. This way you only like popped twice into him. And he got away, so... And you should definitely not be like running away from this side, because they might have tanks in the back. You should just like went from this other side. Again, just like... being kind of sloppy when you're like trying to move, trying to relocate. Hello McGinty, how's it going on the coast? That was a bad peek. If I was you, I'd probably be waiting up the hill or something instead of like trying to probe the city, right? Because enemy tanks could pretty much be anywhere at this point, so you definitely don't want to be alone pushing. So if I was you, I would either be up the hill, right? I would either be up the hill sniping, or I'd go like really close to the 215B to support him, because he has HP, he can take the shots, and I can just support him. So what you did here is wrong. You basically just pushed in and you put yourself in a trap, you know? There's no way you can really get out of here without like taking shots, so yeah. Not only you pushed in without having any idea where the enemy tanks are, you also like put yourself in like a bad position to get shot from, so I just wanted to wait a full clip. You don't necessarily need to wait for a full clip. Yeah. Pop the damage like while you got the chance. And there's definitely no need to go in the back now and stay here. Absolutely no need. Right? You either go up the hill to like have a view around the city to see if anybody's gonna push. I don't think anybody's gonna push through the field, like it's so much opening. Or you go straight close to the 215B and, you know, support him. If it was me, I would like stick really close to the guy. Like I said, he has plenty of HP, you can take shots. I would stay really close to him and just let him tank the shots and I help. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, like they should have been both helping the FV at this point. Because like everybody is just spread around, you know? Like right now you guys have all the chances in the world to win. You have all the chances in the world to win. All they need to do is like stay close to each other. One of the biggest mistakes people do in the game is they all just like go alone and like separate. Whenever like it's like, you know, end game and I don't necessarily have a lot of HP, I try to stay close to my teammates, because even if they can't help me, At least they can take the shots, you know. They like maybe the enemy team is gonna shoot them and not me, and I can do something in the meantime. Like, staying on the hill is good too. Maybe not in this particular position because you can't see shit. I don't know if you noticed, but like, you got a lot of trees here. So you're not actually seeing anything in this side. What you're possibly gonna see is if an enemy tank pushes like right next to this building or here, so you shouldn't stay here on the hill, maybe like in the next bushes or lower, so you can actually see the city. Not the best bush you chose here, to be honest. Yeah. You think you have view over the area, but you really don't. Yeah. And considering the number of tanks you still have left, I would definitely just try to go and help the 215B. Instead of everybody being like solitary, like 215B is dying now. He's all alone. If you would have been close to him, the TVP is probably gonna clip him now and kill him. You could have prevented that. So, hello Ziggurat. Again, you're trying to like advance in positions alone. You don't really have HP. It's not necessarily good to try to like advance in positions alone. You did catch the M60 off guard, but would have been a lot better if you would have just stayed with your tank. That was like kind of unlucky too, the M60, all those shots. But you can clearly see why you're losing. Again, I gotta stress it. You had a tank with 2k health left at the end of the game, and he was completely alone all the time. You didn't help him, 430 you didn't help him. So all the HP advantage you guys had, you threw away because the guy was alone and he had like 3 tanks against 4 tanks if you count RD2. If you guys would have stayed with him, the game probably would have been won by now. Because at least you could have picked off the low HP Progetto and TVP. Hello, Loop. Enemies sticking together, see, that's why they're winning. Yeah. That's exactly why they're winning. That was a nice, like, wait there for the Progetto. They shouldn't be in the city anymore, like... Either try to go next to the 430 or like maybe like hover around the hill. Because if you hover around the hill you can have the opportunity to maybe like spot them from some distance. Yeah, like you should have left the city a lot earlier. And now you're like paying the price, you know. M60 has the HP. Again, you're like you pushed out, you know. You started driving in without like any like regard to your safety. You could like drove to that street there maybe, and the M60 wouldn't have like spotted you. Or if he had spotted you, would have some cover. Now you're like again in a position you can't get out from. And yeah, you shouldn't go from behind. Again, it was pretty obvious the TVP was gonna be there. You most definitely shouldn't have peeked from behind. If anything, you could have like waited here at the corner maybe, or like go here and help the TVP with the 430. Like if you would have went in this position here, would have been perfect. Would have saw the TVP coming, you could have killed him. Could have saw the M60 coming in. You most definitely shouldn't have tried to like flank them with one shot, because it was kind of obvious TVP is gonna come from behind. So yeah, in regards to like what you asked, what you can do to try to mark your Progetto. Number 1, minimap awareness. You don't really seem to look at the map. Number 2, you're very sloppy when you're relocating, or when you're very sloppy when you're positioning or relocating with your tank. You don't pay attention to your surroundings at all. it doesn't look like, and yeah. You lost a shot of damage from the Foch. You got shot by the M60 here when you could have just like drove easily. Like, if you wouldn't have been so sloppy relocating, you probably could have had easily 1k HP by now. No problem, right? So number one, you don't pay attention to the minimap. Number two, you're very sloppy positioning and relocating your tank. Number three, you kind of lack initiative. Like, you should have went and helped the 215B straight away. Yeah. It was like no longer, like if he would have been full HP, okay, let's say he could have went around the map and flanked alone and did stuff alone. But he basically had 400 HP for a lot of time, so it was no longer a question of like doing shit alone. You should have just stayed with your team, so you kind of lacked initiative there. Both you and the 430. The guy died alone. You guys could have won this game like minutes ago. The overall positioning is good, you know? Very good. He went there. It's a nice spot. You can crossfire tanks. Yeah. The gameplay is good. You just need to pay more attention. Yeah. You definitely gotta pay more attention to the minimap. And the way you like position your tank and drive it. But it wasn't bad gameplay, you know? All right. All right. Yeah, no problem. If you guys have any more, feel free to slap them. Would it bother you if I put it on YouTube? I think it's kind of nice, you know? Explanation and everything. Would it bother you if I
welcome
put
to
it on
the
YouTube?
bee's knees.
Yo, Mihai coming with 7 months. Thank you very much for the support, me too. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, you can pop a replay analysis when you sub, resub, or when you donate. Yeah, chill a bit. Very nice, baby, very nice. Very nice. Also, make sure you put the replay on what replays you uploaded there. Otherwise, I'm not going to download it. Like I said, too high. When you sub, resub, or like donate. Play analysis. On the other hand, I would follow the playstyle of other teammates. Maybe I could use a style to get a spot or any advantage. How do you know like who's good or not? To like follow their playstyles. How do I avoid dying in the first 2 minutes? I play German TD and always get smashed first 2 minutes, so sad. Well, positioning, maybe like either being too aggressive or like you don't position your tank properly. Watch the stream, try to learn like the position.